What's going on, people? How y'all doing today?
Hey y'all.
We back. It's another Monday, so we here giving y'all what you need. For you all who do not know who we are, my name is Daryl.
And I'm Dominique, and welcome to No Longer Single. Now that's No Longer Single spelled with a K. K-N-O-W, longer single.
All right, y'all can go to something.
It's not a song. So today, what we're going to talk about. So, we are about to get ready to take a trip. Right, babe? Are we going to say where we're going, or are we going to wait?
Nah, we gonna let y'all be surprised by that. But
Yeah.
we finna be honeymooning in about a week. About to be honeymooning. We are so excited.
Yes.
I'm literally holding on like the week is just dragging me along. I'm just waiting, trying to get the next Sunday, man.
Yeah.
Trying to get the next Sunday.
Basically.
But we are ecstatic about where we're going. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. We're gonna give y'all some good stuff, some good footage from that. But anyway, leading up into this, we're finna take a trip. One of my partners actually sent us a question about this, kind of reminding us of this topic. So today, what we talking about, babe?
So today we are talking about the do's and don'ts of traveling as a couple.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good topic.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get into the do's and don'ts, I think there's just one piece of business that we need to discuss before we get into that, right, babe?
Yeah, I think this is crucial. Save y'all a lot of heartache and agony and all that other stuff.
Right. So before y'all even start planning a trip with bae,
With your boo.
y'all need to have an understanding. There needs to be an understanding that you guys are in a committed relationship before you decide to travel with anybody.
Y'all official.
Yes.
Y'all are official. This is our recommendation.
Yes.
Is you guys are an official couple. We say that because traveling with somebody, look, it opens you up. There's a lot of things that can happen while you're away from home. We trying to save you from going somewhere. You done got on a plane, flew 3-4 hours with somebody, some stuff happened, and now this person then just disappeared on you out here head first by yourself. We trying to keep that from happening to y'all. That is why we recommend that you be in a official relationship with someone before you start trying to take vacations, as you want to go, whatever you want to call them. Y'all need to be official.
Right. You need to travel with somebody that cares about you.
Yes.
So they care about what can happen on a trip. Now you going out there with somebody you talking to, you don't know how much they really care about you. So if something go wrong,
Ain't no commitment here.
there is no commitment for them. Yeah, like people could straight leave you. You just be careful. So
Yeah. With that being said,
yes. Now we'll get into the do's and the don'ts. Now we got that out of the way.
we're gonna start with the dudes. What's the first do, babe? What we starting with?
So the first do that we had, I forgot what it was. Okay, but now I know. The first do was start off with a short trip. Short and sweet trip. Do not try and plan a 10-day excursion out of the country on your very first time traveling together. When you're traveling with somebody, your relationship at home can be a little different from your relationship when you're traveling. So you kind of want to test out the waters before you go on a super long vacation. So try to plan just a short weekend trip, whether you fly there or drive there. It's at least only 2 or 3 days that you guys are going to be with each other in a different location. So you can figure out, how you guys react to the traveling piece of your relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's smart. I don't think you need to be going anywhere trying to lay off for 2 weeks on your first trip. That just leads to another one of the don'ts. I'm gonna just go into one of the don'ts since she said one to do. That leads perfectly into this one. Don't stunt too hard on your first trip. When I say don't stunt too hard on your first trip, fellas, if you in a relationship with someone and the first time you go on vacation, you take her to the south of France. Man, it's gonna be a tough job living up to that trip for the rest of that vacation, brother. I hope you got your money together. Because if you take a woman to the south of France on your first trip, you can't come back and take her to Birmingham, Alabama on your next trip. That ain't about, she ain't finna rock with that. She not going for that. It's going, do not try to impress somebody and you can't keep it up. So on your initial trip, man, keep it, like she said, keep it short and simple. Don't stunt too hard on your first trip. Segue into one of our other points about the money.
Okay, so the next do that I have is, that we have, is set a budget for your trip. Because yes, you guys are in a committed relationship, but when you're going on your first trip, obviously, I'm assuming y'all ain't doing that your first trip once y'all are married. I don't know. Some people may do that. But you're in a relationship, so you may not be mixing your money. You know, we've had a video talking about mixing money. Y'all go check that out. Try to link it below. But set a budget for your trip, because that's gonna help both of you guys determine, you know, where you want to go, how much money you want to spend, the things that you guys want to do while you're there. And it just sets an expectation for money for the both of you, so you know what you're gonna be spending.
I agree. And leads into my don'ts. Don't be, and that's for any trip. Going back there, that's not just for a first trip. That's for any trip you go on. I think you should set a budget on what you're trying to spend and try to stick to that. That way you're not getting out there and you can spend up all your money. You're supposed to be out there 5 days. You can spend up all your money in the first 3 days. Now y'all just chilling in a hotel for the rest of the trip. But no, my second don't, well, the second don't point would be, don't be the person that has no money on the trip. And I guess this is we can kind of talk about a do and a don't at this point. You have to, when going into what Dominique says, you talked about setting a budget. You have to have a set expectation. That must be an understanding of who's gonna be paying for what. What's gonna be paying for, what needs to be paid for, who's gonna be paying for it. I know us personally, our first trip when we went somewhere, we actually went to San Francisco. Great trip. I love the trip. We both had a blast. It set a great stage for the rest of our relationship going forward and what we do in traveling. It was a great time. But Dominique paid for her own flight. I paid for my own flight. This was understood going forward. I paid for the hotels. This was understood before we went on the trip. And I pretty much paid for most of the stuff that we did while we were out there. Because that's just me. And when I needed Dominique to pay for something, I let her know. And she had the money to cover it.
Right.
So it just depends on what works for you, fellas. I know everybody might not want to pay for everything, but it needs to be a conversation has to be had before you leave. Let them know what's going to be paid for, what you planning on paying for, and all that. And then going back to my don't come out there and you can't pay for nothing. Don't come out there and you can't pay for your trip. If your man gonna take care of the trip, that's cool. Ladies, have some money. Like your man not there. If your man wasn't there, you should be able to still pay for what you need to have done on the trip.
Yeah.
If he gonna take care of it, let him do that. That's all great and dandy. But don't be out there and can't pay for nothing.
Right.
That's
especially on the first trip, because like we said in the beginning, like you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how you guys really interact on a trip together. So always make sure that you have enough money to take care of yourself if something were to happen and you need to, you know, figure out something on your own. Make sure you have the money. Like before we went on our trip, like granted, he had already offered to pay for certain things, but me being the person I know that I ain't about to have nobody ever gonna leave me stranded. So I went on a trip with enough money to take care of the hotels, my food, you know, transportation and activities that I wanted to do, because
if she made me mad, kicking her to the curb. Nah, I'm playing.
Child, man. Anyway, I just made sure I had enough money for that, because I just wanted to have some emergency money just in case. But you never want to go anywhere without any money. Even if somebody's saying they taking care of everything,
right?
Make sure you always have your own money, as if you were going on a trip solo.
Correct. I agree with that. What's the next point?
Another do. Let me see. Oh. Do make your travel arrangements together. So don't have just one person out there making all the plans. I feel like when you go on a couples trip, like you're doing it so that you guys can spend time together and do things together. And I think, you know, when you're just allowing just one person to do it, sometimes I just feel like they can feel as if you're not even trying. Like, are you even interested in going on this trip? Like, y'all need to make the arrangements together. I mean, if y'all anything like me, I want to know what's going on. I'm not having nobody playing my whole trip without me. I need to know where I'm staying, what we gonna be doing, you know, all of that stuff. So try to do that together. It's another form of bonding too. Like, you know, it'll just help y'all become closer together doing that.
That's the whole purpose of the trip, honestly. That, to me, I think traveling does, I know it brings us closer together. We love going, traveling, exploring new things, seeing new things and all that, and doing it with somebody that you love. It just makes it that much, even that much better.
Right.
But the last thing I want to talk about as far as the don'ts, I want to talk about there will be some times on vacation where you get frustrated. You traveling, you walking through busy airports, you're hungry, your baggage get lost, the line at the rental car thing was too long. It's a lot of things that can frustrate you or aggravate you. Don't allow those things, that frustration and that aggravation, to ruin your vacation.
Don't get into a fight.
No,
basically.
you on vacation, don't get out there fighting, man. Like, that's so ridiculous. That is amazing how many people will go on vacation with their significant other and they be on vacation having arguments and fights. But like, you supposed to be relaxing. We supposed to be relaxing, enjoying this beach, enjoying these good drinks, this weather, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we can't even enjoy this because we having a whole argument and we fussing.
And we talk about experience, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen.
This woman here.
No.
Yeah.
We got into an argument. We spinning off a little bit, but we got into an argument. This wasn't on our first trip though. I think it may have been either our second or our third trip that this happened.
I just remember we was in LA. I don't remember what happened.
We were in LA and we got into a little argument or whatever, and we were just so frustrated with each other.
She was.
We were both frustrated with each other.
No, I'm gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I tried 3 different occasions to talk to this woman with some sense. She was not having it. She wanted to have an attitude. She wanted to be, I don't know what had frustrated her. She was aggravated about something. I tried on 3 different occasions. Let her calm down. Came back, talked to her. Let her calm down. She wasn't having it. So guess what I did? I left her butt sitting right there in the hotel room. And I went and got me something to eat. She calms down a little few minutes later. She come to the bar. She gonna sit 2 seats down.
Acting like I ain't even know.
She gonna sit 2 seats down. Like she ain't know me. She don't see me sitting in there. But guess what I did? Being the gentleman I am, look, I went and hollered at her like I ain't know her. And I went and got her, and we was good after that. Hollered at her like that was my first time meeting her. That put a little smile on her face, and I guess she finally got over it, but she was getting on my nerves.
We basically wasted like 2 hours of our trip doing
2 hours of your trip.
Like we could have been doing something else.
Yes.
We was arguing. So don't be arguing. Don't be doing it.
Don't let the frustrations of traveling ruin your trip, man. Don't let it ruin your trip. You traveling to have fun, to bond, to grow closer together. So make sure that's what you out there doing. Relax, recharge your batteries, and enjoy your significant other.
Right. And I think that's a good segue into the last part that we have. It's a do, which you guys do need to be ready to compromise on the trip. So there's going to be things that your partner wants to do that you may not necessarily be interested in, but because you guys are together, you know, be willing to compromise and try something new. You know, do something that they like to do, and you do something. Wait, did I say it backwards? So you do something that they like to do, and then, you know, on the other hand, they'll do something that you like to do.
Right. It's both of y'all vacation.
Right.
You can't be out there just trying to do everything you want to do and think they supposed to just be following along and tagging along. Because they're not enjoying their vacation at that point. And at the end of the day, that's what we trying to enjoy ourselves.
Basically.
So make sure both people are enjoying themselves while they're on vacation.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, man. I mean, I'm just ready to pack and get up out of here.
7 more days, y'all. 7 more days, Lord. Lord, please let us make it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Y'all. Can y'all tell? We ready.
Look, we even doing videos about vacations. So y'all know we ready. Like always, we hope that you learned something. We hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you're liking, you're sharing, commenting. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes, please do. And also, you guys know that you can always email us your questions to nolongersingle@gmail.com, and we'll either respond back to you via email or we will record a video answering your question. So, I think that's it.
With that being said, till next week, we out of here.
Bye, y'all.